Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, GHA family and friends. We are back with another homework helper, and this is for 5th grade. So, like I said, we've cracked into Module 2, and we are on Lesson 11. So I'm going to read the directions and get us started on the homework. So, number 1 says estimate the product. Then we're going to solve using the standard algorithm. It says you can use the thought bubbles to show your thinking. Draw an area model on a separate sheet if it helps you. So you don't have to. If you understand how to do the standard algorithm, you'll be just fine. Okay, so number 1, they wrote it vertically. It says 2.42 times 12. So I'll put that here. All right. They wrote that down and they want an answer. Actually, no, they want us to estimate first. So we got to estimate these two numbers, and then we can find the product. So we got to estimate. Another word for estimate is rounding or round. Okay, so if we are going to round, we're going to look at this number right here. That's a 2. And when we go next door, it's a 4. If it's greater than 5 or more than 5, we go up. If it's less than or smaller than 5, we round down. So this number is much closer to 2 than it is to 3. So we're going to put 2 here. And then we're going to move over to the 12. We look at our 1. When we go next door, we have a 2. And 2 is less than 5, so we are going to round down to the nearest 10, which is going to be 10, exactly. So now we can multiply 10 times 2, and we know 10 and 10 make 20. So we have our estimate answer. Now we can go ahead and go in and solve using our standard algorithm. So I'll solve that over here vertically. 2.42 times 12. Okay, so the first step to solving standard algorithm is to take the 2 and multiply by everything up top. So we have 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 2 again is 4. Now what do we need? We need a 0 spacer. And we can move over to the 1 now. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 4 is 4, and 1 times 2 again leaves us with 2. Our last step is to add them together. So we add a plus sign. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. And 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 gives us 9. And 0 plus 2 gives us 2. So 2.42 times 12, is it 2,904? No, it's not. We have to go back and we have to count how many digits are to the right of the decimal. So we have 1 and 2 digits. So we are going to reflect that in our product, our answer to this multiplication problem. So our product is 29.04 or 29 4/100. Okay, so there's your example for the first section. Now we are going to move on. Step 2 says solve using standard algorithm. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll find the hardest one and then we'll do it. Oh, awesome. So we have a 3-digit multiplication problem for number 2. It's letter D. So I'll write that one on the board and then we'll begin to solve. So we have 1.57 and we're multiplying by 432. Okay. So we don't have to round for section 2, so we're just gonna write it standard algorithm style. So vertical, we have 1.57 multiplied by 432. So when we are multiplying by 3 digits, we are going to have 3 0 spacers. So here's how it works. Same steps, we take our 2, multiply by everything up top. So 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 gives us 11. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Now we need our first 0 spacer, and we can move to the 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 5 is 15, plus the 2 is 17. We're going to carry our 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Now, before we move over to the 4, we need 2 zero spaces. And now we can move to the 4. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. And 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 more is 6. All right, our last step now is to add these together. So now we have 3 partial products. So if you wanted to use area model, these are going to be your partial products. 4 plus nothing is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then we have 8 plus 7, which is 15, plus 3 more gives us 18. So we're going to put an 8 down, carry our 1. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. And then we have 0 plus 6 gives us 6. And our last step, we still have to count our digits to the right of the decimal. We have 2, so now we can go ahead and reflect that in our product. So 1.57 times 432 gives us 678.24, or 678 and 24 hundredths. All right, have a good evening.